Coach, a tough 55-35 loss to Samford today. And talk about what you saw out there and what you do with your team moving forward.
Yeah, we'll come back and go right back to work. But I mean, ultimately, like, this is all on me, right? We talk all the time about, we got to make sure we match and exceed their energy and enthusiasm level. And I don't think we did that today, and that's me. I did not have us prepared enough to execute at a high enough level to win the game. And we'll go back and we'll look at we'll peel the whole onion back and look at every single item and every single play in this game, and make sure that we're putting our kids in the best positions to be successful. Things that contributed are the things that we've done well all year long. Run the football, protect the football, not give up big plays. At some point in that game, we did that, and we did it too early. The turnovers really killed us today. We had 5 turnovers, 2 were turnovers for touchdowns, and the thing I'll give our kids credit for is, we come into halftime. I think it's 35-7. We talk about, hey, we're just going to come out, we're going to get a stop, and then we're just going to play one play at a time. And we had chipped that thing all the way down to 2 scores. And really we're driving in before we turn the ball over. And so it snowballed a little on us there again in the fourth quarter. And, we just can't let that happen. And that's on me as a head coach. We'll get it cleaned up.
Yeah, those first 6.5 minutes are not stuff nightmares are made of for coaches. I mean, what were you seeing out there, and what were you doing on the sidelines?
I mean, again, man, like you try to execute, right? Like, it comes down to alignment, assignment, and execution. And, Keelan Parsons, you saw all the big plays he made today. The one miss, it resulted in an interception early, and we had a fumble on the scramble early. We gave him the ball. Like, we can't put our defense in bad situations like that, where either we're giving up defensive scores for touchdowns, or we're giving the ball back inside the red zone for the offense. And so, we have to get better in that aspect.
Again, you have to be proud of your team again, you've already mentioned it, for the adversity of being down 35-7. You came back, make it a 2-score game. You're in striking distance. And what did you see after that?
Yeah, I listen. Our kids were fantastic, man. Like, there was no finger pointing. Now we had a serious conversation at halftime about who we want to be and how we want to be perceived. And I thought we came out and we worked really hard to get that thing to 2 scores right going in the fourth quarter, and we're right in this game. Again, breaks didn't quite go our way in the fourth quarter. We have to make our own breaks. The thing that we can't do is we can't sulk, right? We can't let this be a defining moment for us. All of our goals on the season are in front of us. We still have quite a bit of control over them, but we've eliminated some of our margin for error by how we played today. And again, it comes back to me. I got to have the guys more prepared to play.
Again, is what you told them in the locker room. All the goals are still ahead of them.
Mm-hmm.
And now, again, you made it harder for yourself. But you guys, the SoCon leader, coming in to 5-star next week. Talk about the goals that are still ahead of you, and what you have.
Again, like, we have to go out and execute against significantly. We have to execute significantly better against a really good Western Carolina team who's capable of putting up a ton of points and who does some unique things on defense. Their defense coordinator, Jerry Oden, was at Tusculum the last 6 years or so pretty familiar with what he does and some of the things that he does on defense. And, we know we'll have our hands full because they play good football.
For the Bears, what was the story? What did you see out there, and how do you approach this?
Just a lack of focus. We understand there are some turnovers by the offense, but it's still our responsibility to stop them. Stop them from scoring. Giving up big plays. That turn into touchdowns. So it's on us to stop them at the end of the day.
6-1 now, still a lot of goals ahead of you guys. Coach spoke to you about that in the locker room. And how much are those goals still in your vision, and what do you got to do this next week to get ready for a good Western Carolina team?
I mean, all our goals are still intact. We understand, come back tomorrow, clean the mistakes, fix the mistakes, but, we still got to look ahead, We got Western next week, so just understanding, put this game behind us and come back to work.
And what do you do as a senior leader on this team? What do you do to motivate the guys going into this next week?
Understand, like you said, the goals are still intact. Keeping those guys focused. You may have one bad game, but you got to push that behind you. Understand, we still got goals to accomplish. If we want to win this SoCon, we got to look ahead and move past this. So,
individual superlative for you today. You got over that hump. You're now the Mercer's all-time tackles leader. What does it mean to you? I know it's bittersweet. You haven't come out of a loss, but what does that mean to you? I know I've asked you that all year long.
I mean, it means a lot. You know, I understand. You know, it wasn't like you just said bittersweet, but you know, it's a testament to all the work I put in. So you know, I'm glad about that.
Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir.